Most honest, it's been about a month since my breakup, and a lot of people have been asking me for updates and want me to talk about it a little bit more, asking me why I'm not talking about it. And honestly, the first reason is like I didn't want this to be my whole personality. I didn't want to be the girl crying on the internet because of that whole situation. I didn't want that. And also, like, I didn't want that person to think that I'm dwelling on that relationship or anything, because I'm not. But I had somebody reach out to me today that I hadn't talked to in years, and they were talking about the situation with me, and they're like, hey, I think you're really brave, and I think what you're doing is really good because people don't talk about these things, and sometimes people don't have anybody to talk to or relate to, and they can see that this is something that happens to everyone. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So getting into it, a month later, how am I feeling? I'm feeling so much better. My mental clarity is an all-time high. I feel the healthiest, the fittest that I have been in a very long time. I feel like I got my autonomy back. For a long time, I feel like I was living in a fog. Like, I wasn't sure what I was doing, where I was going. I was just on autopilot and just trying to get through every day, to be honest with you. Sometimes it would be like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, man, I just wish it was time to go to sleep because I don't want to do this. No, I know that's super sad, but that was my reality, and now it's just like day and night how I feel about everything. As far as people asking me about my ex, I don't want to talk about her because it was never about her, and I don't think people don't understand. It was never about her. It was never me being like holding on to her or whatever. It was the fact that I feel and consider myself a good person. I am a big giver. I give 100% of myself in a relationship. I do anything for somebody else. And I was with somebody for 6 years that I felt like I knew better than anybody, who I defended all the time. And ultimately, it was like I was living with a stranger. I didn't know that person. That was a tough pill to swallow. And that was where the crying and everything was from. It wasn't about losing her or any of that. It was the real feel of betrayal that you're like, wow, really, like, being a good person doesn't even matter nowadays. Like, like, you'll get effed over just like anybody else. That was my feeling in the moment. Now, healing isn't linear, and I really wanted to talk about this specific thing that happened to me because as I'm saying that I feel very clear, I feel very healthy, I feel very good, that's all up here, and I feel like people don't talk about how your body physically reacts to these type of things because it's crazy. Like, a few weeks ago, I got Chick-fil-A, and I know it's like such a dumb thing, but Chick-fil-A used to be like our thing. We would go to Chick-fil-A, we would like work out, we would go for a walk, we would have Chick-fil-A because of the Cubs in Chicago. Every time they won, at home, they give you like a free sandwich or something or whatever. So we would do that. And I only ever really had it with her, but I was craving it, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I've been really good, I'm gonna get some. And I ate that food, and the guttural reaction my body had to it was insane. Like, I had like a mental breakdown for an hour, and I like violently was like, alert. I was up chucking all of the food. It's like my body could not handle it, and it's like my body remembered something that I couldn't really like process in my head. And I think nobody really talks about that. Everybody talks about the mental toll it takes on you, but physically it was like my body had its own like memory there, and it was doing its own thing, even though it wasn't again about her. It was about, I guess, the feeling that it just brought back in my body. I have no idea. That's something really hard for me to admit because I don't want to be like, oh, you're weak, you're this, you're that. It's not about the relationship. It's just like something that your body holds on to, and you have to move forward the same as you would with therapy, the same that you would trying to heal your brain. You got to heal your body. So all that, this is really the update. I hope maybe this helps somebody. Maybe somebody can relate to it. Maybe, I really don't know. But I'm happy and healthy, and just because you feel like you're happy and healthy doesn't mean that you still don't have a journey to go through so you could be better for yourself and for the next person.